Hi everyone, so today we're going to read another book by Carle. What's Carle's job? What does he do? You're right, he's an author. Should we sing our author song? Ready? 1, 2, 3. The author writes the words. The author writes the words. The author does a special job. The author writes the words. Good job. So Carle is an author, but he also is, what else? An illustrator. You're right. And what does an illustrator do? So we know he wrote the words in the book, but what else does he do? What else did we say that Carle is famous for, really good at? Drawing pictures and making really cool patterns. So here's another one of Carle's patterns. So this book is The Very Lonely... What kind of insect is this? What do you think? Firefly, the very lonely firefly. So before we get started, what does it mean to feel lonely? This firefly is feeling lonely. What does that mean? Do you think he's feeling happy or is he a little bit sad? Yeah, he's a little sad. Why? If someone's feeling lonely, what does that mean? Take a minute to talk about it with your families and let's see what the story is all about. So this is The Very Lonely Firefly by Carle. As the sun set, a little firefly was born. It stretched its wings and flew off into the darkening sky. It was a lonely firefly, and it flashed its light, searching for other fireflies. So again, it said he's lonely and he's searching. He's looking for other fireflies. Do you see any other fireflies? No, he's all alone. He's the only one. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a light bulb lighting up the night. So what time of day is it? Is it daytime or is it nighttime? What do you think? The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was what do you see? A candle lighting up the night. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a flashlight lighting up the night. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a lantern glowing in the night. The firefly saw several lights and flew toward them, but they were not other fireflies. There was a dog, a cat, and what is this? Just like Baby Echo, it's an owl. Their eyes reflecting in the light. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a car's headlights flooding in the night. The firefly saw many lights and flew toward them, but they were not other fireflies. They were, what do you see? Fireworks, sparkling and glittering and shimmering in the night. When all was quiet, the firefly flew through the night, flashing its light, looking and searching again. And then the lonely firefly saw what it had been looking for. Let's make a prediction. What do you think he's going to see? What has he been looking for? What has he been looking for? A group of fireflies flashing their lights. Now, the firefly wasn't lonely anymore. The end. So how do you think he was feeling at the end of the story? Think about how he was feeling at the beginning of the story. He was the only firefly and he was looking for some friends. And then at the end, what happened? Who did he find? Yeah, he found the rest of the fireflies. So how is he feeling? Maybe take a minute, show me on your faces, show your families. Was he happy? Was he sad? Yeah, he was probably feeling pretty happy. Awesome. So I have a challenge for you. Maybe at home you can do a scavenger hunt in the dark. Like pretend it's nighttime, just like the firefly. And maybe you can see what lights up in your house like the firefly. So what are some things that he saw that he thought were other fireflies? He saw a light bulb. There was a flashlight, a lantern. So what are some things that might light up in your house? Maybe you can go on a scavenger hunt and let us know what you find. Have fun!